some exam prep. All right, we're going to talk about how to fill holes in your outlines, how to clarify confusing concepts, and how to find additional resources to help you better understand what you're learning as well. Let's come on into Lexis and take a look. When you're here on the homepage, www.lexisnexis.com/law school, know that at the bottom of the page, we'll always have some resources for you. And if you click view all, you'll actually see that one of the resources we're giving you are exam prep tips right here from this screen. So you can scroll down and take a look at them, and also know that there are free Barbary outlines sitting here that will help you prep for exams as well. Once you're in Lexis, you can go to Lexis Plus and find some extra resources here as well, right under where it says Law School Resources. So I can come on in to Law School Resources and you'll see a bunch of the classes here that a lot of you are taking. Let's take a look at civil procedure. All the screens are laid out very similarly, where you have the key topics that you're learning about in class, some of the case briefs for common cases that most students read, and then of course some treatises right here if you need some further understanding of what you're learning about. I like to come in by the issue, and if I find that I have a hole in my outline, I'm trying to understand, let's say something like the Erie Doctrine, then I can come on in and take a look. Now, when it comes to Civ Pro, I encourage you to use this Wagstaff practice guide because they'll see a lot of videos there as well. So if you're having a hard time with civil procedure, know that this Wagstaff book is fantastic with a lot of videos throughout that will help you better understand the topics. And then, of course, if you scroll below, you will start to get the text and to better understand that particular doctrine of law and dive in that way. If you have a case that you're having trouble with, we can come on into that particular case and use some pieces of a case right here, like the case summary box. The overview will always help you remember what that case is about. And then, of course, don't forget your Lexis head notes. These are the rules of law coming out of the case. But of course, I'm only paying attention to the ones that have to do with my issue, which I'm having trouble understanding, which is, let's say, that Erie Doctrine again. So if I bounce down, I can read where the Erie Doctrine is being discussed inside this case. So not only do I know the rule of law from the head note, but also the facts that help shape that rule of law. So my notes are a little bit fuller. I'm going to better understand the rule and then the facts that help explain it. And from here, I can start to learn if that is an exception to the rule or how that rule has been used in actual cases, so I can get some more conceptual view of what that rule is like. Now, at the end of each head note button, you'll actually see the button Shepherdized Narrow by Head Note. Shepard's reports are a nice little backdoor way to find secondary sources for your case. So if I clicked on my Shepherdized Narrow by Head Note and then click Other Citing Sources, I am then getting treatises. I go to content treatises, and I've got treatises here that are already been narrowed to that specific head note that I clicked and the Erie Doctrine. So I can come in and find some secondary materials to also help me understand what I'm learning about. Keep in mind, if your professor has exam banks, to take a look at them. They will help you better understand how questions are being asked and answered so you're more prepared. When thinking about an essay assignment, you want to think counter arguments as well as the rule so you have a better, more well-rounded argument. And if you are writing an essay, it's always helpful to use headings and bullets when creating your essay answer so the professors can easily spot what you're trying to say. And for those of you that lucky enough to have an open book test, it's always great to create a really good index so you can find what you need quickly within your notes. Thanks.